In today's video, I am going to teach you how to use Vlookup with multiple criteria in Excel. We are going to build a small example that lets Vlookup find a score using two conditions at the same time. Those two conditions will be the first name and the last name, and the result will be the matching score. First, we need to set up the columns that hold our data. Type first name into cell A1, last name into B1, and score into C1. This header row makes it easier to understand what each column contains, and it also helps you avoid confusion later when you are writing the formula. Next, we will create the part of the sheet where we can specify search inputs and show the result. Type find first into cell E1, find last into F1, and result score into G1. Now you have a clear area for entering the criteria you want to look up, plus a dedicated cell for the output. Now we can fill in the sample records. Fill cells A2 to A4 with the names John, Jane, and John. This provides different combinations of first names, so we can test that the lookup really uses both criteria, not just one. Then fill cells B2 to B4 with names Smith, Doe, and Doe. Notice that John appears more than once paired with Smith and once paired with Doe. That is exactly why we need multiple criteria, because searching by first name alone would be ambiguous. Now type the scores in column C. Fill cells C2 to C4 with metrics 85, 92, and 78. At this point, your data table is complete. You should have 3 rows, each containing a first name, a last name, and a score that belongs to that specific pair. Now we will move to the search inputs. Type your search targets John into cell E2 and Doe into cell F2. This means we want the score for the record where the first name is John and the last name is Doe. Before we write the formula, make sure you are selecting the correct destination cell. Click on cell G2 to select your multi-criteria lookup destination cell. This is important because the formula will go directly into G2, which is labeled as result score. Now we are ready to enter the array-based Vlookup formula. Type the formula $Vlookup E2 and F2. CH choose C, 1, 2, A2, A4 and B2, B4, C2, C4, 2 false into cell G2. Take a moment to review it as you type. The E2 and F2 part combines the two search values into one combined key. Then choose 1, 2, constructs an array that matches those combined keys to the scores from C2 to C4. After the formula is typed, do not press enter normally. This formula needs to be activated as an array lookup. Press the Ctrl plus Shift plus Enter keys together to activate the array lookup. When you do this, Excel evaluates the combined keys across the rows and returns the matching score. Once you have completed that, check the value that appears in G2. It should be the score associated with first name John and last name Doe. If everything was entered correctly, Excel will return the correct matching result from your table. To finish up, make sure your inputs are clear and consistent. You typed John in E2, Doe in F2, and the result is shown in G2. Because the formula uses both cells together, changing either E2 or F2 should produce a different matching score as long as that combined first and last name pair exists in your dataset. That covers everything you need to know. And that is all there is to it.